Hi there, brick builders. Today we're going vintage. We are going camera vintage with a reimagining of a Rollei flex done by Rollei. But something special, I guess, but that's for later. We are talking about Rollei T2110, the vintage camera with 719 pieces for 6+ people, having 2 light bricks, special I guess, and the size of 11.4 by 16.2 by 12 centimeters. Then we first look at the instructions. These are typically for Rollei, small, their colors are not that good to read, but since there are not many of them, that's okay. There are a lot of sub-assemblies in those instructions, even if they are small, and on the positive side, the viewing angles are mostly really fine. We're ending with 3 assemblies here, having 143 steps on only 26 pages. Going over to the stickers, those are really optional here. They're often too small for the tile that they need to be glued on. The only really interesting one is the front, which reads Retro Roll, because they couldn't use the name Rollei, I guess, since the company, or at least the brand name, is still in use. Going over to this light brick here, for me this was something new. First, I'm used to put in an axle to those things, those exist, but then to put a cork on that, this was new for me. And then after putting in some coin cells, I tried to switch them on, but they didn't switch. But I could turn the cork, and really, you can screw this one in. And this is used in this set, and this was rather new to me. But first, to all the other stuff, there's a handle on the one side and a turning knob on the other. You might imagine what they are for, but I didn't know because I hadn't put any coin cells in at this point into the light bricks. And yes, you have to disassemble the half of the camera to put new batteries in there, and guess who did the set in the end almost twice. So after that I was able to switch the stuff on. We will see that shortly, I guess. But you can also open a flap at the top, I guess that's to emulate the flash. And then the main party starts when you do open the back of it. This is where you normally would put in the film, and there's also a stand in here, or a simulate for this one, and there are a lot of cogs in there that are turning both of those light bricks axles. And when you do that, you may have guessed it, they turn on, and if you turn them back, the screws are loosened and they turn off again. And with a bit less of light here, you can see them. It's not a brilliant view, but yeah, that's some really nice warm glowing LEDs in there. Neat. So open the set. Yeah, it's not really a box that they came with. They came in a box, but not alone. So we only have the bags here. We have our 3 assemblies marked on the bags in there, and then we get our instructions and our sticker sheet, and that's basically it. So what I do think of it, it looks fine. It really looks fine, it looks good on the shelf, and I guess that's the purpose of it. The bricks themselves, they do have a good clutch power. I guess they are Go bricks, and their colors are vibrant, especially the golden color is dipped. It's not really in the plastics, the color here, and therefore they are really shiny. So that is all nice, and all of that it could be with better stickers or with prints in there, but yeah, visual thinking, I guess. Then the building techniques in here, another kettle of fish. You get a lot of sub-assemblies that are built separately, and when they do that, they have to join together afterward. This is a bit of a problem most of the times, since yeah, the clutch power is high, and if you have any bricks that are not staying well together, you won't get everything together in the end. And this is how this set works. You put in sections and then you put some decoration over that, and that's the way they do that. And that is really the problem why I would say a 6-year-old isn't physically able to do that constantly, because you need so much physical power here. Then the only thing that is really a problem with the clutch power here are the lenses. They are not connected with studs, but with an axle, with a single axle that goes through the middle with a see-through one, which is a transparent one, and in my bag one was missing, and I guess their axles are a bit wider in diameter, so the one was constantly falling off, the one I had to spend from my parts bin, so I had to glue that on. But I don't know if it's the axle or the different measurements in the axle, or if it's a flaw in the construction here. I don't really know. And I have to say that's the second time these sets came with a broken bag where parts were floating around. So I don't know if they were lost in transfer or if they're really missing from the first time or in the packaging in China. So it's not a playset, it's a display set. It changes the direction of building in every second step, so you really have to be on the case, and that's not for kids. It's not for playing. Besides, what should they play with? Opening the thing, closing the thing, which is a bit problematic because of the long levers you are dealing with. The studs won't really hold together very well. And then you can put on the LEDs or put them out, and after 5 times play value is like 0. But the display value on the other hand is very high, and since this set is gonna reside in my living room, this is something I really like in there. The colors are okay. As I said, there's no nonsense built in here and there's no nonsense visible, so that's all very fine. And especially the golden color is dipped, is shiny, and that is like older stuff we are mimicking here. It was built, and so it's really fine with me. What I'm not looking forward to is the changing of the batteries for the light bricks, but I guess this thing is gonna stay longer than these coin cells that are in there will survive. They're old already and I didn't bother to put in new ones, so maybe in a couple of years I have to rebuild the set again. So be it. Which says, if you like this thing, this might be something for you. If you are having some experience and talking about liking, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, please comment me that. And if you really want to be awesome, please subscribe. With that, have fun building, have fun watching, and see you.